Welcome to a home practice. Today, I'm going to focus on really low chakras, real core work to help me to feel grounded and safe. And I invite you to play along. We'll start on our backs. And ironically, we're going to begin in a very vulnerable and open pose, Baddha Konasana, reclined. If you'd like to take some pillows or blocks or stuffed animals and support the thighs, you can. But we'll come down. Can you see me? This is very makeshift. I'm gonna open my arms up into a W or an O and open my legs. So we're gonna mimic with our bodies the way most of the world is feeling right now. We're going to embody this vulnerability. And we're going to breathe, pulling the breath deep into the body, deep into the pelvis, deep into the pelvic bowl. You might even practice pulling it up into the corners of the heart space. And out to the arms, fingertips. And then take the attention to the pelvis itself, to the bones at the base of the spine. And notice, without changing anything, if one side of the pelvis is heavier than the other, if one side is sending you more messages of anything. No need to even interpret these messages. You might just notice temperature, pressure, twinge, beating, pulsing, throbbing, or something more subtle. You can invite those legs to relax and to settle into this vulnerability. Open heart, open belly, open legs. Let's take one more deep, big breath and let it out. And then gather the legs up together, bring the footprints to the floor. We're gonna feel into our feet here. What's it like for the feet to ground on the earth? For the spine to shift? There's lots of sounds happening in my house right now. One of them is a mouse that's in the walls, and I think that he or she is attached to a trap, unfortunately. Now, we're going to bring the big toes to touch, the inside of the heels to touch. And we're going to allow our pelvis to be still and heavy with both hip points pointing up to sky. We're going to allow slowly the left knee to open, coming on pinky side edge of the left foot, trying to keep right hip heavy and noticing what it's like to open this one side. What's it like in the pelvis and the hips? And then bring the leg back up. Where do you feel this sensation? I can feel it all the way up into my throat and my neck, so I'm asking those parts to relax. And we'll do the other side, opening the right knee out, softening face, softening throat, noticing inner thighs, low core belly, and bring it back up. One more each side, moving with the breath. Tension to core, tension to the standing foot, tension to those hip points, and the heaviness of the opposite hip of the leg that's moving. Practicing curiosity and awareness. How is my body? How is my breath right now? And then we'll arrive and separate the feet so that you're more like setting up for a bridge pose. And this time, we're not going to lower the leg per se. It will lower, but we're going to let the heaviness, we're going to let every bit of imaginary water in our pelvic bowl slosh over to the left as we tip that left hip point, the left side of the pelvic bowl, slowly down toward the left. Going as slowly as we can, allowing that pelvic bowl to tip. And of course, with it, will arrive the legs as we tip it all the way over on its side. And once you arrive, we'll land. If you need to make adjustments, do so. You can be right here. Breathe into the stretch in the side body or wherever else you feel it. Maybe up in the arms. My arms are ready to add a little bit more sensation and opening, so I'm going to take them a little higher. Now, we're going to reach that right hip point, reach the right back of the hip, back of the pelvic bowl, down toward the ground on the right. And as you keep reaching it, of course, the right leg has to come, and then the left hip side of the pelvic bowl and left leg rock back up. Deep, deep core attention, core work. We'll go the other direction, reaching right side of the pelvic bowl down toward the ground. And going so slowly that it almost feels like resistance as we access those deep muscles connecting upper half of the body to the lower half of the body. We're allowing them to tip slowly, allowing legs to land, and breathing into the sensation that we feel once we arrive in this twist. Sending the breath down into the belly, into the pelvic bowl. And we pull this breath down, we pull it out of our head space into the body. Let's reverse this. Let's bring that left side of the hip. Let's start to pull it with the core down toward the mat. And with it comes the legs and the right side. And we're going to meet with the knees pointing to the sky. And we'll do one more time each side. And the rest this time on each side will be shorter. Unless, of course, you love it, you stay there and catch up. Everything I offer in this video is just an offering, an invitation to feel and to explore, to hopefully get out of our heads and into the body. We're starting low, we're starting with the hips, and we've got our feet planted on the ground. We've got our heart open to the sky, the back of the heart resting upon Mother Earth as she beats and throbs and does her thing. And we'll meet again, yes, with the knees pointing to the sky. Excellent. Bring the arms down to your sides, palms down. Bring the heels a little bit closer to the sits bones. Try to align all 5 toes so that they point straight to the top of the mat. You might feel a little pigeon-toed. Press into big toe ball mound, pinky toe ball on inner and outer heel. Curl the tail toward the space between the knees and then lift the hips, lift the pelvis, lift the spine. Chin into chest. We'll bend the elbows, arms reach up, palms face you. Now bend the fingers and reach the hip points up. Maybe they touch the fingers if your anatomy works out this way. If not, it's an energetic touch. And we'll press the hip points up into the fingers, relax the glutes, relax the belly. Hips are square right here. Now we're going to keep the right hip point pressed into right fingers and drop the left hip point away from the fingers, spilling the pelvic bowl like we did at first. Now lift that left hip point back up into the fingers, press both of them up, relax the glutes, relax the belly. Drop right hip point away from right fingers as left hip point reaches up. Stretching, feeling. And then we'll lift that right hip point up. We're closing the hips. Press them back up. Relax the glutes. Relax the belly. One more time each side. Opening the hip. Dropping the hip down toward the ground. Lifting it back up. And then the other side. Press the hip points up. Reach the tail between the legs like you could shine a flashlight and lower one vertebra at a time. Press left footprint into the earth. And notice what happens in the belly, in the heart, in the throat and jaw. Relax, come back to normal, natural, neutral. Press right footprint into the earth. Feel the earth beneath the foot and notice the ripple in the body. Relax again. Press left footprint into the earth and bring right knee into the chest. Interlace the fingers on the top of the kneecap. Pull, pull, pull that knee into the right armpit. Lengthen left leg. Hello, hamstring. Release the right hand out to the side, and the left hand will guide the knee over toward the left side. And for today's practice, we're going to let that knee reach so far the right shoulder hovers in space, in a little bit of uncertainty. You're going to feel that. What's it like to hang and not know exactly where the earth is, what's going to happen? Bend the right elbow, and we'll explore in this uncertainty. We'll reach the arm up and behind, overhead, and then bring it back down, checking out range of motion. What are we working with? One more time, let's reach it up. And bring it back down. Gather the knee, gather the core, roll onto the back. Set the right foot down. Bend the left knee, left foot comes down, and we'll check out whatever is. How is right different from left? Without judgment, just noticing. Bring left knee into the belly as you press the right foot into the earth. Interlace the fingers the awkward way. Bring that knee up into the armpit, pull. Add some bicep strength here. Lengthen right leg. Release left arm long out to the side. Guide the left knee over to the right with the right hand. And again, we're going to go so far that that right shoulder pops off the earth. And we're going to play with this pop off. Breathing into shoulder, belly. Bend the left arm and explore, reaching up and back overhead. Moving at your own pace, pulling the elbow back down toward the hip. One more time. And what's it like to make the breath audible? Is it soothing? You bring the ocean to you. Let's roll back onto the back. Left foot and right foot. Press low belly into the mat so that you really activate the core. Enough to safely bring the knees up into the chest, both knees into the armpits. Keep them there. Extend footprints to the sky and grab onto the thighs or the calves, the ankles, or maybe the feet. We're coming into happy baby. Happy, oblivious baby. We're going to rock this baby. Massaging back of head, back of spine, back of shoulders. You can take this baby and roll off to the side or rock up, however you'd like. We're going to meet sitting up, and I'm going to sit and face you, face the camera. You'll be facing the top of the mat. We're going to gather one of our feet in our hands, however that looks for you, and we're going to massage. We're going to touch ourselves. We might not be getting as much touch as we're used to. Digging into the spaces in the bottom of the foot, in the arch, the ball mounds of the foot, and the heel. This is our connection to Earth. And I hope everybody's managing to get outside, even if that's the backyard, the front yard, the closest park. And we're gonna pick this foot up, maybe hold it however you can. We're gonna place our fingers in between the toes. And if you've never done this before, it's weird. And we're gonna get comfy with the crevices. Let's take some ankle rolls as we open the feet, maybe press the toes open. We want the feet open to bring up the good juiciness from the earth. Calm or soothe and calm our nervous systems. And then we're gonna play. We're gonna take this femur bone and rock it back and forth in the hip socket. We could even take this leg like it's a baby. How are you taking care of yourself right now? Let this baby down and pick up the other baby. Starting with massage, and if it helps you to keep the bottom leg straight, do that. Again, everything in this video is an invitation. And I'm no expert. This class is a combination of things I've experienced in other classes, of movements that I've needed for my body lately. If they don't work for you, do something different. Keep breathing. Keep touching yourself, not your face. Unless, of course, you're in the bathtub. That feels so good to touch the face. And then let's get intimate. Let's gather the foot, and we're going to take those fingers and reach them. Is it possible for the base of the fingers to reach the base of the toes, those cracks? Take some ankle rolls, both directions. Stretch the foot out, and we'll begin rocking, noticing. There's a lot for me to notice, especially in the leg that's on the ground for some reason. Release. Find crisscross applesauce. I'm going to do the opposite because I always do crisscross applesauce that way. I'm going to take one shoulder, reach it to the opposite knee, and I'm going to take some big old torso circles to see what I'm working with right now. I'm going both directions because it just felt good. Maybe I'm resisting going into the back plane. I don't know why. Oh, go the other way. Come back up. Excellent. Let's take left ear to left shoulder. Maybe you'd like to reach right hand along. And lift the head, that felt so good. Right ear to right shoulder. Maybe left arm reaches long. And come back up. Crawl over yourself. And we'll head into hands and knees. This is one of my favorite, we're gonna head into one of my favorite grounding flows. Before we start, plant those hands under the shoulders. Take up some serious real estate. Press the hands into the earth. Feel the earth under the hands. You are connected right here. And I'm feeling a little hip waggling, I guess. So take the hips back and forth, left and right. Reach the right hip toward the right shoulder, and then the left hip toward the left shoulder. Back and forth we go, wagging. Do the dogs know? They must be so psyched to have their owners home. And come back to center. Press the hands into the earth and lift the heart, lift the tail. Lift and reach. Press into the earth. Find some space. And we'll reverse this move. Navel will move into spine. Spine will press into ceiling. Let the head hang, let the tail hang, and push. Push the back of the heart up into the sky. Oh. Release. We're going to inhale back into cow. And exhale, cat. I wish I had a cat. Just take care of these mice. Inhale, opposite cow pose. And cat. Stay here. Tuck the toes. Lift the knees and cat your way back to a dog. Down dog. I wish my video showed more. We'll do the best we can. Pedal out the feet. So bend one knee and then the other, reaching the opposite heel toward the earth. And if you need some wiggling here, anything goes. Shake out the head. I would like to pause and do some head circles. I think doing a head circle as you relax into gravity is helpful. It's different than doing it upright. So let's take the nose over toward left armpit, left tricep, left elbow, up toward the left corner of mat and right corner and all the way around. Oh. One more time. Maybe the arms are getting tired. Breathe. You got this. Other way. And back to dog. Inhale to pull forward into plank pose. And of course, if plank has hips sagging like that, just put the knees down. Bring the heart forward. We can build strength right here. And today's practice isn't going to be so much about strength in the arms as it is belly, legs, connection to earth. Reach the elbows down and let's come down to press our belly upon Mother Earth, forehead down. Untuck toes, bring the elbows under the shoulders. Hands are wide, feel the earth with the hands. And pull the earth back toward the belly. That brings my heart through my arms. I'm going to keep my heart open and drop my chin into my chest, looking back at heart space. Looking at my own heart space. And breathing my belly into the earth. Inhaling and feeling her connection more deeply. Exhaling and backing away. Inhale and exhale, letting the head hang. Now let's open up the elbows, drop down toward the earth. Pull the fingertips in line with the shoulders or lower. Press into the hands, lift the heart. And bring the hips to the heels. Child's pose, let the arms go long. Let the forehead come down. Send the breath into the back body, stretching your ribs, stretching the connective tissue between the ribs, rather. Lift elbows, lift forehead, paw your way over to the left. We're gonna find space in the right side of the body. And lift and come through. Let's head over to the left. Excuse me, right. But looking into the left side of the body. Come back to center. Crawl up onto all fours. I'm gonna get into the frame so you can see. We're tucking the toes, bringing the big toes together. And then we're gonna sit back on the heels. We're gonna open up those bottoms of the feet like we did when we had our fingers in between our toes. But now we're adding our weight. We're gonna open up these feet so that we can connect them standing to the earth, because we'll be standing before too long. Beautiful. Release, untuck the toes, and pat out the feet. You got it. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, down dog. Inhale, drop the knees, lift the head, lift the heart, lift the tail, cow pose. Exhale, child's, hips to heels, fingertips, claw forward. Inhale, rise up, standing on the knees, and reach the arms for the sky. Grab onto something. Maybe it's a branch. Exhale, pull that branch behind the head, lift the heart, open shoulders. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull it behind. Inhale, reach again. Exhale, bend the elbows, place the hands in the back pockets. This is our support. We are supporting ourselves. Our hands are there. They are providing structure. Lift the heart. Maybe we lift the chin. Maybe it feels better for you to keep it in close, looking at the heart. Watching the heart expand. From here, the arms are going to reach back, palms up. We're receiving. We're bowing humbly. Forehead to the ground, palms open. Let the shoulders relax toward the earth. We're going to put this together, one breath per movement. Inhale, plant the hands, lift the heart, lift the tail. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, drop the heart. Inhale, knees down, cow pose, lift the tail. Exhale, child's, crawl the fingertips forward, surrender, bow. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, elbows down, place the hands in the back pockets. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, bow, forehead down, palms up, surrender, give it up. Inhale, pause down, lift the heart, lift the tail. Exhale, dog. Inhale, cow, drop the knees, lift the heart, lift the tail. Exhale, child's, fingers crawl forward, hips to heels. Inhale, stand on the knees, reach up. Exhale, support, hands in the pockets. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, arms back, palms up, forehead down, child's. Inhale, cow, we lift in place. Exhale, tuck the toes, dog. You got it. Two more, let's drop the knees, lift the heart, lift the tail. Exhale, paw the fingers forward, child's pose, arms reaching. Inhale, stand tall, reach up. Grab what you need. Pull it down towards you, hands in your pockets. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bow, arms behind, palms open. Inhale, cow. Exhale, dog. Inhale, cow. Exhale, child's arms reaching, extending. Inhale, rise, reach, grab what you need, pull it down and around and secure it in your pockets. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bow, release, open the palms, let it go. Inhale, plant the paws, lift the heart, lift the tail, down dog. One more round. Inhale, drop the knees, lift the heart. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, reach up the arms. Exhale, hands in the pockets. Inhale, lift. Exhale, child's. Inhale, cow. Exhale, dog. Breathing here. Letting the head get heavy. Feeling any tingling, any shaking, anything that's been disturbed or let out or brought to the surface to be noticed. And then we'll paw the hands back one at a time, and maybe look at your hands. Watch them move. Watch them come closer to the knees. And you'll see my knees are bent. Your knees can be really bent. I'm coming back up into the frame. We're at the back of the mat. But really bend the knees. Do what you have to let the head hang. Really hang. Like all the nonsense that you don't need can shake out and fall out of your head. The thoughts that don't serve, the voices. Give them permission to quiet. Let's bring our hands to our shins, really pressing those four corners of the feet into the earth. That's where we connect. Hands to shins, inhale, lift. Knees can be bent any amount. We're bringing the torso to parallel to the mat. Reaching crown away from tail, find length in the spine. Relax the shoulders. Breathing here. Next exhale, fold. Press into the feet. We're going to lift halfway up again. Inhale. This is practice. Exhale, fold. We're practicing for the big rise. Inhale, press down, reach up to sky. Reach and stretch, lengthen. Exhale, stand in the mountain. Breathing here. First time in class, we're standing on our feet. Maybe it's the first time today you've stood on your feet and noticed what it's like to stand on your feet today. Right where you are. We're going to take a mindful walk, which is another great thing to do while outside. And we can do it for a longer distance than 3 feet, but press left foot into the mat. Press, press, press. Reach it. And lift right knee into the chest. We did this on our backs. Soften standing knee and extend the top leg. Bring the heel to the earth. We're going to transfer weight into this right foot. Press up and lift left knee. Really press the right foot into the earth to keep that right hip close. Smile if you're wobbly. Reach and step. We're making our way to the top of the mat. Now I'm going to back up. So I'm in the window. We'll meet in mountain at the top of the mat. My family's all over the place today. All over this place, that is. In mountain, we're gonna do we're gonna start from mountain into goddess pose. Goddess is gonna take place outside the mat. Toes out, heels in. Toes and heels and knees pointing in toes and knees pointing in same direction. Bring hands to the thighs. Feeling lots of need to shake today. If you need to shake at any point, stop what you're doing and shake. Get it out. Right shoulder down. Drop that shoulder. Here's our twist. A wringing out twist. Other shoulder. One more each side. You got it. And we're going to come up, keep our feet outside the mat, but we're going to turn to the left. I'm lifting my back heel, so I've shifted. I'm on my left foot, left knee bent. Left leg is forward, right arm is going up. We're going to practice again, shifting like we did when we were walking, pressing into that left foot and bringing the back knee forward, back arm forward. 2 more. Let's send them back and bring them forward. 1 more. Transferring weight. Pressing into standing leg. Back we go to goddess. Heels in, toes out. Turn to the right. Lift the back heel. Right knee's bent. Left arm goes up. Lean forward. And the arm and the leg that are in the back, they come forward, front arm back. 2 more. Stepping over this big obstacle, which is our yoga mat. And then back to goddess. This wasn't part of my plan, but there's a lot of extra energy in here today. We'll be doing our family walk shortly, which means a lot of me begging, not begging, commanding. We're commanding these days. And a little bit of resistance from the family. But everybody appreciates it after. Okay. Straighten the legs, toes forward, forward fold. Shake out the head. And we'll bring the hands forward, step back onto the mat. Heels under hips, knees bent, forward fold. Halfway lift with the inhale. Reach that spine, exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Inhale, reach the arms up. This is Utkatasana. And stand. We're going to build our leg strength. We're going to reach those feet into the earth. So find the 4 corners. Bend the knees. We're going to keep from the hips to the shoulders the same. Arms extend. If this brings your shoulders up to your ears, take the arms forward. We're not looking to create any stress in the shoulders, but rather release it. This is high Utkatasana. From high Utkatasana, we're going to extend the arms long and reach crown away from tail. Maybe the torso, maybe the thighs become parallel to earth. Oops. You can't see my head, I'm still here. Bum stays low, arms reach up. Yes, back to high Utkatasana. And stand. We're going to take this 1 breath per movement. I'll move into the screen a little bit more. Inhale, sit, high Utkatasana. Exhale, sweep. We're in skier pose. Inhale, bum low, arms lift. And exhale, stand. You got it. 4 more. Inhale, sit. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, lift, bum stays low. And exhale, stand. You got it. 3 more. Inhale, sit. Exhale, ski. Inhale, arms lift, bum low. Exhale, stand. Inhale, sit. Exhale, reach back. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, stand. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. exhale. I lost count. Let's do one more. Inhale to sit. Exhale, ski. Inhale, reach. And exhale, stand. We're going to notice temperature change, humming, buzzing, whatever is. And that whole sequence, we had our hips really square. We're going to take that and add some open hips. Open and close the hips. So I'm moving back to the top of my frame. Inhale, sit, lift arms. Exhale, right arm reaches back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, left arm reaches back. Inhale, forward. Gonna add my gaze only. Exhale, arm and the gaze follows the hand. Inhale, forward. I'm not bringing my hips or my knees with it. Exhale, knees and hips stay. Gaze and hand reach back. Inhale, forward. Gaze stays forward. Exhale, right arm, balance as we reach the toes back. Heel stays lifted. Lift the arms. Back leg straight, front leg bent. We're going to take the torso and turn toward the bent leg. Twist. Open the arms. You got it. Inhale, front arm reaches up, back arm down. Now the front arm is going to reach down toward the ground. If you have a block or something you could set the hand down on, maybe that's helpful. And we're reaching eagle arms. Well, not really eagle arms. Like a flying eagle, not the eagle pose. Broad chest, stack the shoulders, stack the wrists. Big shoulder circle, reach the top arm forward, down, back and up. We're going to reach it forward again, but this time cross the right arm. Turn all 10 toes to the long edge of the sticky mat and fold. Hello. Let the head hang. For me, sometimes I have to interlace the fingers and add a little weight. Just don't want to let go of my head. Hands to the earth or blocks. Bend into the right knee, letting the left leg lengthen. Come through center. Bend into the left knee, letting the right leg lengthen. Come through center. One more time to the back. Come through center. Turn the left toes, front toes to the left. Bend the knee. Walk the body forward. And open up, warrior two. Flip the front palm. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, bring it forward. Two more. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, come forward toward side angle. Inhale, reverse. This time, let the elbow land and reach. Find a long line of energy from back heel to front toes. Turn the heart up toward the sky and open back up to warrior two. Right arm now is going to reach down, and as it reaches down, it's going to lift the back heel, close the hips, back to Anjaneyasana. Closed hips, facing forward, back heel is lifted. Reach forward, we're shifting our weight, press into left foot, step forward, arms back, skier. Inhale, lift the arms. And exhale, stand. Inhale, sit. Exhale, left arm back. Inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, right arm back. Inhale, forward. Add the gaze. Watch the hand. Keep the hip and the knee pointed forward. And other side. Step left foot back, shifting weight, setting. Arms up. Now if you feel really wobbly, make sure you're not on a tightrope. Maybe step the right foot, heel toe it over to the right, more on railroad tracks. Turn the torso to the right. Open the arms. Front arm is going to go up as the back arm goes down. Big balance move as we shift front hand toward the earth and we're spreading those arms wide. Top arm goes forward. Big circle. And the next time we go forward, cross over the left shoulder, wide leg forward, fold. Surrender. Bend into back, left knee. Come through center, bend into front, right knee. Come through center, bend into the left. And then as we come through center, we're pawing the hands forward, turning the right toes forward, bending right knee, and reaching forward with the back hand till we come to warrior two. Flip the front palm, inhale, reverse. Exhale, we take the whole thing forward. Two more. Shifting here in the torso. One more. Big side bends. Oh, they're my favorite. And reach. Here we are. Look at that long line of energy. Can you feel it? Whole left side of the body. Now I'm going to rotate my heart up towards sky. And if it bothers your neck to look up, don't look up. Where do you need to look to find ease in the neck? Press into right foot, rise back up. Open hips, so open. We're going to close them. We're going to shift weight into the right foot to take it a little bit out of the back foot because left arm is going to come down and bring that hip forward. Lift the back heel, square. Reach forward to step forward, arms back to counterbalance. Bum low, arms high. And let's stand. We finished one complete cycle. What's it like to be in the body? Are the feet grounded? Is your energy grounded? Can you shoot roots from you down through the mat, through the carpet, through the floor, through the basement, down into the earth? And can you see those roots spreading wide and far? Can you pull the energy from the earth through those roots and up into the body? Out the crown of the head. This is our connection. This is what we can come back to. We'll take one more flow similar to the last. So check in with the feet again. They're grounded. Bend the knees, lift the arms. Right arm back. And forward. Exhale, left arm. And forward, inhale. Add the gaze. Other side. Gaze forward. We need the drishti, the focal point, to shift our balance and step back. Toes land, arms up. Widen the stance if you need to. Turn to the left, open the arms, and reach. If you want to challenge the balance, take the gaze to the back hand. If you get wobbly, bring the corners of the mouth up to the sky. Reverse. Top hand to the earth. One big circle. And take this arm forward, wide leg forward fold. We're going to bend into the back leg and breathe. Access the inner, or try to. Bring the attention to the arch. And from the arch, we're going to squeeze everything to the bone, from the heel up the calf to the center of the knee, inside of the knee, the inseam, all the way up to the groin. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Activate your midline, the center of this leg that connects to the earth. Release it, and we'll paw forward, turning left toes forward. Back foot is grounded. Right arm reaches up and it spins us open. Straighten the front leg, reverse the triangle, 2 straight legs, hand toward me, open arms, 2 more. Inhale to go back. Exhale to come forward. Inhale to go back. We're going to breathe here. Hand connects just below, just above the knee. Triangle between the legs. I'm going to reach my ribs down to make a smoother triangle between my arm. Gaze can be down at the toes, up at the hand, or anywhere in between. Rebend the knee. Right arm down, close the hip. Anjane, back heel lifts. Reach forward, step forward. Utkatasana. And stand. Bend the knees, lift the arms. Left arm back. And forward. Right arm back. And forward. Left arm with the gaze. And forward. Right arm reach with the gaze and forward. Left arm, left leg. Set the toes wide enough. Lift the arm. Turn the torso, open the arms. Reach. Look back at the back hand. Reverse. And bring the hand to the earth. Big arm circle. And cross over the front. Avoid the plant if you've got one. And fold. Bend the back knee. Here we stay. And we're going to light up this leg. Feel the arch. Connect to the arch. Bring up what you can from the foot up the leg. Squeeze everything you've got to the bone, activating especially these inner thigh muscles. Release, and we crawl around, shifting front toe, planting back foot. It should already be planted. And we reverse cartwheel up, straighten front leg. Reverse the triangle. And form the triangle with the arms and the legs. 2 more. How's the breath? And Trikonasana. I need to reach my right ribs down. I seldom practice with a mirror, let alone a camera, so it's interesting to get the feedback. Reaching my crown away from my tail. Reaching my tail down toward the inner back heel. Rise up, bend the knee. Back arm is going to close the pose. Reach and step. Bum stays low. Arms lift. And we stand. And this standing can be still as we watch. Observing. Observing the body. Observing the breath, observing the energy through sensation. Maybe we step back and we observe the observer. Who is watching this? And some of us may be going crazy and saying, I can't stay in this stillness. And so you may need to shake. Shake and wiggle and get it out. Whatever you need. Shaking can't be underestimated. Staying at the top of your mat. I'm getting closer to you. For my last favorite move, we've been doing this in almost every class, is feet wider than hips, because we just want a solid base. And we're gonna look for nooks and crannies that maybe we didn't get to through that movement. So I'll do the opposite. I don't know how cameras work. I won't do the opposite. I'll just use my words. Take one arm. I'm using my left down my leg. Right arm up. And you can see. My elbow's really bent. And I'm reaching that elbow higher to find opening in this side of the body, and I'm using gravity. And I'm letting this fall, reaching the elbow, and I'm gonna soften my knees and reach that elbow way out, and my arm is reaching. Maybe I need to back up. And now I'm bending my knees, corkscrewing, forward folding, hanging, making my way into a traditional forward fold, knees bent. Now my opposite arm, the one that wasn't on top, my left, is reaching across my body, and I'm twisting here, knees soft, and I'm gonna let this left elbow guide me back up, and I'm reaching, and I'm twisting, side bend, and I'm coming all the way up. One more this way, softening the knees, elbow reaching, fingers tracing this big circle, a big circle of safety, a big circle of energetic, maybe germ boundaries, all the way around. And after 2, we'll stop and rest and notice. What's that like? And then we'll move the other side. My right arm goes down, left arm goes up. Elbow bends, and we're reaching, finding space through here as we reach the elbow, reach the hand, reach, reach, reach. I'm tracing this giant circle around me. Opposite arm, right arm reaches across the body to guide me all the way back up. To stand. One more. Right arm goes down, left arm goes up. And we reach and soften and corkscrew and twist and surrender and fold, and opposite arm reaches across all the way up. And we stand and notice. And I wonder if you on the camera can hear whoever's peeing with the door open. All of the things. Beautiful. Okay, we're headed down. We'll take our feet wide, toes out, heels in, traditional squat. If you still need some shaking, some hip rolls, get them out. And we're gonna make some sound with our hands. Yes, I'm alive. One more time. Interlace the fingers. Let's do it the opposite way. Point to the earth. That is where we're headed. Soften the knees. Bump the volleyball. Reach up. That's where we came from. Exhale. Bend everything down. Point to the earth. Press into the feet. Lift. Point. And exhale back to earth. Point. One more time. We'll rise. Reach. Exhale, come down. Maybe your squat stays here. Maybe you've got blocks. Maybe you can ease your way down all the way to land. If you'd like to set an intention, open up the hands, envision, I don't know, maybe it's you behaving just as you want to behave today. Maybe it's you thinking the thoughts you want to think today. Picture it. Let it go. And we'll head to our backs. Well, we'll head to our bums. We're gonna activate the core one more time. Lifting heart up, lifting shoulders up. Maybe you keep your feet on the ground, maybe you lift them up too. Hello, feet. Maybe you try to spread all the toes. Oh, I forgot something I was gonna do. We'll do it next time. Maybe I'll record another video if anybody watches this one. Toes, one at a time to the earth. And maybe you take your arms away and lift that heart. One more each side. Let the feet come down. And let's tuck the tail as we roll down, one vertebra at a time. And maybe you don't get very far. I don't feel like I'm getting very far before my feet want to pop up. That's totally a-okay. Feet down, arms at your sides. Let's take the feet as wide as the sticky mat for a moment and let the knees knock together. Open up the arms. Feel the hips settle, feel the pelvis settle. As we transition from all that standing work back to our backs. And then heel toe the feet, hip width apart. And we're going to practice a little hybrid, a little both and. We'll bring the right knee into the chest. Keep it in the chest. Footprint to the sky. Connect with the arm for a half happy baby. Left knee is going to open as we come on pinky side edge of left foot. We've got both Baddha Konasana and happy baby. Both grief and joy. Both concern and grounding safety. All of the feelings. Bring left knee back to sky, left footprint down, right foot down. Notice. Let's bring the arms down, bring the heels close, and take a flowing bridge. Inhaling to lift the arms and the hips. And bring it all down. Left knee into the armpit, left foot to the sky, connect. Open the right knee. Both hand is harder on this side for me. Got a lot more to work with here, a lot more sensation. Return the right knee to the sky, left foot to the earth. This time we'll leave our hands at our sides, press into the bridge feet to lift the hips. Chin into the chest, soften the glutes, and then shine that tail between the knees as we lower down one vertebra at a time. Heel toe the feet to the edges of the mat again. Open up the arms and let the knees knock together. Please breathe here for a few moments as you decide if there's any other pose, any other movement, any other shape you want to take before Shavasana. Shavasana can certainly be taken like this. You could move to bring your legs up the wall if that's in your practice. Or you could move to a more traditional Shavasana corpse pose. Extending one leg and then the other. Letting the feet fall open so that those inner seams that we worked with of the legs are shining toward the sky. And maybe the arms come down, palms up. And this is the part of practice where we give up the effort. We can even give up the paying attention if we want to. We trust that the earth is going to hold us. We trust that the heart is going to beat us. And the lungs are going to breathe us. And this is more of stepping out of the way, letting the body integrate any patterns that it learned during practice, any strength or resilience. And let it form new neural pathways, setting its imprint in us, letting our intention settle. We invite the body to let go a little more. If you're watching, or listening rather, and you want to press pause and stay here as long as you want, please do that. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20. Like me, there's a lot of moving parts in your house. And you need to return back to reality. I invite you to bring your attention one more time back into the hips, into the pelvis. Notice. Then bring the breath all the way down into the pelvis. Try to fill up the whole bowl. And sigh it out. Begin to wiggle fingers and toes and make your way gently to one side. Find yourself in fetal position. Make a pillow and see if it's possible to surrender and let everything go again. And we're going to sit up, but see about sitting up so that your head is the last to lift. So you're not leading with the head, but you're finding those body parts, maybe the hands or the elbows that can press into the earth to let the head come up last. Oh my goodness, I went over. Doesn't matter. Let's come to sit. Reach the arms out and away. Inhale, bring the hands together. Exhale, down into heart or belly. Thank you so much for letting me guide you in your practice. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you. And the dark in me honors the dark in you. Good luck, my friends. We're all in this together.